Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Fat Kid Rage. Oh man, today as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about why video games nowadays freaking suck and why the old school games are so much better. I mean, look at this. You got Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which is like the 10th freaking Call of Duty game ever, which takes place in the freaking future of the robots, which is supposed to be a World War II game. Bunch of crap. And then you have Fallout 4, which is like the 4th or 5th game of this series. Like back in my day, when the freaking Super Nintendo had like 2 games of the same thing, and that was it. Like, look at this. This thing right here. Look. This is what a cartridge. I know some of you young freaking whippersnappers don't know what this is, but this is a video game from the Super Nintendo. As you can tell from right there, Super Nintendo. Look at that. Freaking cartridge. This is the best game ever. Didn't even have a rating. This didn't even have a rating. Look at that. It didn't even have a rating. That's how old it is. And this thing still works. And so does my Super Nintendo. 25 years old. It still works, even after throwing it. In 25 years, I doubt these damn things will still work. Look at this. I doubt these discs will work. You scratch up these discs, it won't work. But this thing right here, which I just throw across the room, you scratch it and nothing's going to happen. Look at it. It looks like trash, but damn, it still works. You got to do is take it apart and clean it and blow on it. It'll work. Same thing with the Super Nintendo. 25 years, it'll work. The greatest example of the Super Nintendo working, I've had it for 25 years, works perfectly fine, right? Perfectly fine, right? Friggin' 25, the Xbox 360 barely lasted 5 years. My first one lasted like 6 years and it got to red death and died. My Xbox One, after like 5 years, it started to get slow and slowing down with the crap. Can't mix up like they used to. I still have an Atari in my closet that probably still works. That thing is like 40 years old. Like, come on. In 20 years, that Xbox One, well, the Xbox One isn't going to work any. But no, these won't live us all. Aliens are going to come by in like 40 years and be like, yo, what? The aliens are gonna come on like 10,000 years and they're still gonna be working. Be like, well, what was these people? Were they Beavis and Butthead? Like, what was their culture like? And not these. These will never be around. These will never be around for 10 years. Granted, you can digital download them, but the physical copy is gone. They'll never last. And for some reason, it might just be nostalgia, but these old games, I have way more fun with these old games than I have with the new game for a long, long time. Actually, for the record, I like the classical style games. They're simple, they're fun, they're easy. There's no, like, these newer games, especially like a Black Ops 3 and like stuff like that, you can't even play it unless you have internet. And then the campaign is just stupid. And then there's The Witcher 3, which is a cool game. The Witcher 3 is a good game, but there's hardly any game. Most of it just sitting there talking to people. And I spend most of the time running to talk to people. Like, yeah, I mean, there's monster fights, but most of the game is literally me running to talk to the people to do the monster fight, and that's it. Like, most of that game is dialogue. It's a good game, but I love it, but there's no game element to it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah, it makes sense, right? Like, there's no game element! How are you it's called a video game, not a movie. You're not supposed to sit there and watch cutscenes. It's a freaking video game. You're supposed to play a video game, not watch a dialogue cutscene for a whole fucking game. Like, literally, I spent more time in The Witcher. Like, half the game in The Witcher is literally just running from place to place, from destination to destination, so you can talk to the people. And then there's a boss fight, and there's a couple monster fights here and there. That was it. I mean, The Witcher 3 is a cool game, but, I mean, come on. There is no fucking cutscenes. You just go and you do whatever the fuck you want. It's very linear. I like linear style games. Now, Fallout 4 here is a different story. There's nothing but, there is cutscenes in this, but this is mostly freaking video games, but I don't like unlinear video games. I like video games that are linear, but that's just my opinion, so don't hate me. I like the classical games. Gee whiz. I'm gonna here. I'm just gonna throw these fuckers away. Get out of here. Like, yeah, that's right. And this is my game. I'm gonna go play it. Yeah. Get my Super Nintendo, go play some old school Legend of Zelda, Super Mario. Yeah.